As you begin to notice that spark of curiosity stirring inside, it's almost as if a deeper part of you already knows that every day brings a fresh opportunity, a new beginning, a chance to step into something greater. Because after all, isn't it fascinating how the more you dream, the more you realise you've barely scratched the surface of what's possible for you. And maybe you've noticed how, when you allow yourself to dream bigger, to imagine more, something profound begins to shift. You start to feel it, don't you? That sense of expansion, that knowing that your potential is limitless. It's like the horizon of your life keeps moving farther and farther away, revealing more opportunities, more paths, more ways to thrive. And perhaps you've already realised, or you're about to realise, that those little whispers in your mind saying you're worthy of more than you dare to imagine, they're simply the truth. And doesn't it feel good to know that truth? To let it settle into every part of you, like a seed taking root, growing stronger day by day, moment by moment. And isn't it interesting how, the more you believe in your worth, the easier it becomes to raise your expectations. It's almost as though you've discovered a new lens through which to see the world. One where every challenge becomes an opportunity, every obstacle a stepping stone. And you might even find yourself thinking, if I could achieve this, what else could I do? And as you think about that now, as you begin to imagine all the possibilities unfolding before you, it's natural to feel that growing excitement, isn't it? Because here's the thing. As your dreams expand, so does your capacity to achieve them. It's like a muscle. Every time you dream bigger, you strengthen it, don't you? And every time you strengthen it, you create a ripple effect, a momentum that carries you forward effortlessly. And isn't it true that people who truly succeed, who truly thrive, they all share one common thread? They understand it's not about what they have now. It's about what they believe they're capable of becoming. And you already know this, don't you? Deep down. You've always known it. It's why you've always been drawn to growth, to learning, to going more than who you were yesterday. And maybe you've already started to notice, haven't you, that each time you dream bigger, you're not just raising your expectations, you're giving yourself permission to want more, to achieve more, to be more. Because you deserve it, don't you? You deserve to live a life that's not only fulfilling, but expansive. One where your biggest dreams are simply milestones on a journey to something even better. As you consider that now, as you really let that idea settle in, you might start to wonder, what if there's no limit to how far I can go? And isn't it exciting to think the only limits that exist are the ones that you're ready to dissolve right here, right now? Because every step you take, every choice you make, it's a declaration to yourself and the world. I'm worthy of more. And doesn't it feel good to know that? To truly know it, to feel it resonating in every fibre of your being. And as you continue to feel that, you might begin to notice how natural it is to wake up each day with a renewed sense of purpose, a renewed sense of enthusiasm. Because isn't it wonderful how your subconscious mind, that deep, powerful part of you, is already aligning with this belief, already making it easier for you to take action, to stay focused, to stay inspired. And maybe you can imagine now, can't you, what it feels like to live every day with that sense of excitement, to feel it in every moment, that pull towards your highest potential. Because every time you take a step forward, every time you dream a little bigger, you're reinforcing that truth. You're worthy of more than you can imagine. And isn't it amazing how that belief, that knowing, transforms everything? How it changes the way you see yourself, the way you see the world, the way you show up every day, ready to embrace whatever comes your way. Because after all, the more you believe in your worth, the more the world seems to rise to meet you. Opportunities appear, doors open. And doesn't it seem like everything just starts to flow? And as you reflect on that now, as you let these ideas settle into the deepest parts of your mind, perhaps you'll find yourself wondering, what's next? And isn't it exciting to know, whatever comes next, whatever you choose to dream, to create, to pursue, it'll be even bigger, even brighter, even more aligned with the incredible potential that you've always had within you. Because you're worthy, you're capable, and every day, in every way, you're becoming more of who you're always meant to be. And isn't it fascinating to consider how, in every moment, life is offering you the chance to see yourself in a new way, a more empowering way. It's as if somewhere deep inside, you've already started to realize your beliefs, those quiet assumptions about what's possible. They're like the soil in which your future grows. And perhaps without even thinking about it, you've already begun to tend to that soil. Because haven't you noticed how the smallest shifts in how you think, they can ripple out and create entirely new realities? And as you think about that now, you might wonder, what if every thought, every belief, every dream, if they were like a seed waiting for your attention, your care, your nurturing? And isn't it amazing to know the seeds you choose to plant today, they'll grow into the life you live tomorrow. And maybe, just maybe, you already started planting the kinds of seeds that'll lead to something extraordinary. Seeds of self-worth, seeds of possibility, seeds of boldness. Because when you think about it, isn't it true, every time you say to yourself, I'm worthy of more, you're not just making a statement, you're making a commitment. You're declaring to the universe and yourself that you're ready to embrace more, to become more. And isn't it beautiful how that declaration begins to transform not only how you see yourself, but also how the world responds to you? And as you consider that now, you might begin to notice how those beliefs, those empowering, uplifting beliefs, they begin to weave themselves into the fabric of who you are. Beliefs like, every day I'm growing stronger, or I have the power to create my reality, or even I deserve to dream bigger, because I'm capable of achieving anything I set my mind to. And as these beliefs take root, you might find yourself asking, what else can I dream? What else can I create? Because when you really think about it, isn't life about expanding into all possibilities that are already waiting for you? It's like discovering that the ceiling you thought existed was never really there. And maybe now you're beginning to understand, at a deeper level, that dreaming bigger isn't just about ambition. It's about aligning with your true self. Because isn't it true, the more that you dream, the more you reconnect with that part of you that knows no limits. The part of you that always believed in your worth, your brilliance, your unique ability to create something extraordinary. And perhaps as you reflect on that, you might start to realize something even more profound. That every time you allow yourself to dream big, you're not just raising your expectations, you're raising your standards. And isn't it interesting? When you raise your standards, everything around you begins to shift. Opportunities begin to align. The right people, the right resources, the right ideas, they seem to find their ways to you. And isn't it true? When you hold yourself to a higher standard, you're sending a powerful message, not just to yourself, but to the world, that you're ready for more, that you're ready to step into your power, to your own worth, to claim what's been waiting for you all along. And maybe now you're beginning to realize the process of dreaming bigger. It's also the process of becoming the person who naturally expects more, because you know you're capable of achieving more. Becoming the person who takes action, because you trust in your ability to succeed. Becoming the person who inspires others, simply by being yourself. And as you imagine that now, imagine yourself stepping into that version of you. You might begin to notice how natural it feels, how effortless, because in truth, that's always been who you are. You've always been the kind of person who dreams big, the kind of person who grows, evolves, expands. And doesn't it feel good to reconnect with that part of yourself? And maybe you've already noticed how, when you live from this place of worthiness, possibility, of purpose, everything seems to flow. It's like you've tapped into a current that carries you forward effortlessly. This is interesting, how when you are in that flow, challenges become opportunities, doubts become stepping stones, and every step you take seems to bring you closer to the life you've always wanted. And as you think about that now, as you let those ideas settle into the deepest parts of your mind, you might start to notice how easy it is to wake up each day with that renewed enthusiasm, that spark of excitement. Because isn't it true, the more you embrace this way of being, the more natural it becomes. And perhaps you can imagine now what it would feel like to wake up tomorrow, and the next day, and the day after that, with a sense of certainty, a sense of knowing that you're on the right path, that every step you take, every decision you make, it's leading you closer to your biggest dreams. Because here's the truth, isn't it? You're not just worthy of more, you're already capable of more. And every time you choose to believe in that, every time you choose to dream bigger, you're not just changing your life, you're transforming your world. And isn't it wonderful to know that this journey never ends? That every dream you achieve, it's simply the foundation for an even bigger one. That every step you take forward reveals new possibilities, new adventures, new ways to grow. As you think about that now, as you allow these ideas to sink in, you might begin to wonder, what's the next step? And isn't it exciting to know that, whatever step it is, you're already ready to take it? Because this is who you are. Someone who dreams boldly. Someone who believes deeply. Someone who knows, with every fibre of their being, that they're worthy of more than they could ever imagine.